Hey folks, we're back. I'm your host BKP, and we're in downtown Blue Ridge, Georgia this morning, Sycamore Crossing. We got a couple minutes, and I wanted Kevin Painter to come over and talk about the 2019 Blue Ridge Kiwanis Rodeo. Did I get that correct, Kevin?
You did great, and you got a future in broadcasting. I promise you. Awesome. You can have my job anytime you want. But hey, it's an exciting time, Brian. It is. It's our 23rd annual Mountain Valley Motors Blue Ridge Kiwanis Championship Rodeo. We've been doing this for 23 years. Huge fundraiser. This is our largest fundraiser for the community. 100% of what we do goes back into the community, you know, for the kids. And before I forget it, we're doing a little special thing this year we've never done. We're doing a special gig this morning for the Special Olympics kids. We're bringing all the Special Olympic athletes over. Going to do a little mini rodeo for them. And that's kind of near and dear to Heather's heart because she's got a brother with autism, and it worked out that way. We had no idea when we did that we were bringing Heather in and the coincidence. But this event, it's a huge event for Blue Ridge. We started rodeo 23 years ago when people didn't know about rodeo in Blue Ridge, so it's been great from that. But we got steer wrestling, team rope and bareback, you know, breakaway, bull riding, all the barrel racing, bronc riding.
Hold on a minute. Let's double back to that. We've already have enough time for the audience does not really want to hear you and I. We want to know who this
Hey, you want to hear
now
about
we're going to double back to everything
Here's
you said.
all I want to tell you.
But they're waiting like, when are you going to tell us?
You've seen why I put her in the center.
Right.
Much better looking than
Love
me
the
and you
belt
both.
buckle.
Thank you.
Miss Rodeo, tell us who our guest is.
Hey, this is Miss Heather Morrison. You know, our event is sanctioned by the IPRA, the International Professional Rodeo Association. Miss Heather was elected as the 2019 Rodeo Queen. She travels all over, and we're just fortunate and blessed to be able to bring her to Blue Ridge for our event, which is really special. So, I want her to tell you all about what she does and what she does for the association.
What are you now? You're from Iowa. We talked earlier. Now, do you travel all over the country to different rodeos? I mean, tell us a little bit. Is this your first time to Blue Ridge?
This is, I actually came to Blairsville for a rodeo a couple months ago, and we stopped in the town of Blue Ridge because this is an icon in Georgia from the way I understand, and we spent an afternoon here before the rodeo. That was my first time in Blue Ridge, but this is my first time actually getting to spend some time here. This town is phenomenal. There's so much to see. I've had a blast. I can't wait to see more. It's been good.
I got to throw this in. I cannot do this segment without saying that I did visit the Rodeo Hall of Fame in Fort Worth, Texas.
All right.
I loved it. When my wife and I went out to Fort Worth, Texas several years ago, and I just enjoyed spending an afternoon at the Rodeo Hall of Fame. So will you be here tonight, tomorrow night?
I will be. I'm here all weekend. Like Kevin said, I travel all over the U.S. and all over the country. Next month, I actually get to go to Canada to a rodeo out there. So my job for the year, I won the title in January. I give up the title in January. So for a whole year, I just travel across the country. This weekend, I'm super fortunate. I'm right here in Blue Ridge all weekend. So tonight, tomorrow night, I'll be here at the rodeo. We're going to open the gates at 6. The professional rodeo performance is going to start at 8. And like Kevin said this morning, we are going to get to spend the morning with some special needs kids and put on a little show for them. So I'm thrilled for that.
Well, let me double back to that, Kevin, because yes, the rodeo is very popular, very well known, but the benefits, what's brought in, and double back to that a little bit because I like when you start into the Special Olympics, and this is a fundraiser.
Oh, absolutely. Our event's our whole organization is all about helping children. So all the proceeds that we get from this does go directly back. We help almost every community cause involving kids. We help also if there's something tragic happens. We have some fire victims or stuff like that. Our club's stepping in, and it's because of funds for this rodeo and the fundraisers that we do. Our Kiwanis, men and women both, work very diligently. We were over there at 11 o'clock last night, and this has been going on for 2 or 3 months working this event, and that's how it happens.
The rodeo is tonight and tomorrow night. What time's the gate open?
Gates open at 6. Show starts today. But hey, get those advance tickets. You can go to BlueRidgeRodeo.com, pick them up online.
Do you have that graphic up there real quick? Can you put that up?
I have a graphic.
You have a graphic up there?
And special thanks to y'all. Y'all have helped us plug this way. Great sponsor. We appreciate it all you do. And we're looking, we've never had, that I know of, a long, long time, 2 nights, dry nights in rodeo.
Exactly. I mean, the weather's going to be perfect. Now you can go to Blue Ridge Rodeo.
.com. That's it. BlueRidgeRodeo.com.
Pick up the tickets, and on there also on the Blue Ridge Radio, all of the places are listed. We won't go through that right now. You can see all the places where you can go pick up the tickets. You can see all the great sponsors. They're all listed here, and we want to really give a big shout out to Mountain Valley Motors. Got that right?
Absolutely. Big. Always been a sponsor for us.
Nothing like a big Dodge truck at the rodeo.
Ram tough.
Ram tough.
That's right.
So glad to have you from Iowa.
Yes.
How long? I want a couple more minutes. How long you been in the rodeo circuit? What do you tell me a little bit? How
Tell me your rodeo queen story.
Yes.
You were the underdog.
I wouldn't say I was the underdog. So I didn't come from a rodeo family. I didn't grow up in the horse industry or the rodeo industry. I come from a cattle farm in the state of Iowa. And we raise about 300 head of cattle, and we've got row crops as well. Corn, soybeans, hay, you name it, we grow it. You know, Iowa, the famous slogan I like to use is cows, sows, and plows. And that pretty well describes Iowa.
You're making my day.
Eddie Ayers are going to love talking
Exactly.
tonight.
Yeah. So I didn't grow up in the horse industry. My sister won a horse at the county fair when I was in high school, and then we were taught to share. Wasn't very good at it, so my dad took me down to the sale barn. I got to pick out my first horse. We started showing. We placed a daring bet against each other, and the bet was whoever placed higher in the local rodeo queen pageant didn't have to do cattle chores for the next month. So we wooed them, and we were very ignorant when it came to the rodeo industry that year. But we loved it. We fell in love with the sport of rodeo, and we learned about it, and we taught ourselves, and we went on, and I started barrel racing and breakaway roping, and then I competed in rodeo queen pageants all across Iowa. I've held 5 rodeo queen titles in the state of Iowa, local titles in the state of Iowa. Went on to the Miss Rodeo USA pageant in January. I didn't plan to win. I didn't at all think I was going to. I had another girl picked out to win, so I went and I told my folks, I said, just stay home. I'll see you when I get home next week. And I won, and I had to call my folks, and I had to tell them, I said, look, I'm gonna be later than a week, so I'll be home in a little while.
So everybody's still back home in Iowa farming?
They are.
That's great.
They are.
I apologize. What is your name again?
Heather Morrison.
I thought it was Heather.
Yep.
Heather, hey, come on out tonight and tomorrow. Meet Heather, Miss Rodeo here, and say hello. She will be there. Again, Kevin, thank you very much.
Thank you, Brian.
23rd annual Blue Ridge Kiwanis Rodeo tonight. Gates open at 6. Rodeo starts at 8. Beautiful weekend. Come on out. And you can find this on our website, fetchernews.com, and BlueRidgeRodeo.com.
You got it.
BlueRidgeRodeo.com. Hey, guys, thanks a lot.
Yes.
Thanks for having us.
Wait a minute. Before we go, what is the 3 things you said?
Sows, cows, and plows.
Josh, write that down. Sows, cows, and plows. We will be using that again, and I will give you credit. Hey, when we return, it's time for the All-Star Political Panel. Don't forget, rodeo tonight here in Blue Ridge. Josh, take us a break.